All right, it's time for Campfire.
Because streaming services are evil corporations that gatekeep bands from their fans and pay them pennies while collecting millions.
This is Campfire.
This week on Campfire, we're featuring deliciously groovy stoner sludge metal from Japan. The band is GREENMACHiNE. Their website is greenmachine-hardcorerock.bandcamp.com. According to their Bandcamp, the band has had 3 phases, 95 to 99, 2003 to 2006, and then finally 2013 forward. The mainstays of GREENMACHiNE are drummer Datsu and guitarist vocalist Mansawa. They've kept the band heavy and groovy from the very beginning. So we'll start off with, I think I have it. Lovely album cover, the first album, DAMN. It's divided into 2 tracks like LP sides. The album cycles through surge after surge of whistling feedback squalls, groovy bass lines, and ear-splitting riffs that just seem to shoot through the speakers. This band is just too tight for their own good. Best cuts are like Knowledge and DAMN, trying to approximate that Wasted I Hate God sort of falling apart style, but they're just so tight that they blow through these songs and they just never lose command or authority. His vocals are just fantastically unintelligible, savage, maniacal, primitive, hard-charging take on Sabbath's darkest moments and a touch of Japanese hardcore. So DAMN.
So you're telling me even though they released the CD entitled This Is the End, this is not the end for them?
It was only in the beginning. So 1999 came The Earth Beater, right? On Man's Ruin, my copy is anyway. Much groovier, this one, much more Sabbathy, drum and bass oriented. The up-tempo stuff has almost like a desert rock vibe about it. I'm going to play a song for you called 72% Decay. Check out the moaning guitars that cut through the mix at the perfect time. This is not boring Pink Floyd-ish intros that go on forever. There's not dumb spoken word samples about sucker punches or serial killers. Just headbanging tunes inspired by the bitchin' era. Vocalist, again, totally out of control, blah, blah, vocal delivery. Calls to mind Japanese power violence and D-beat stuff from the 90s. This is the way sludge metal is supposed to sound. So let's play a song, of course, 72% Decay on a show that is 100% Decay.
The name comes from the Kaya song, Green
go.
Machine.
That's right. That's right.
All
Okay,
right,
well, back to Campfire.
Yeah. This is from 2019. This is Mountains of Madness. Something is different with the rhythm section.
Yeah.
The original drummer Datsu is every bit as crazed and temperamental as the classic records, but there's an odd hollow tone to the drums here.
Yeah.
The snare has a kind of distant sort of chopped sound, almost like the effect of a bongo head whirring along with the bass, so it's hard to distinguish the two. The cymbals are toned down in the mix as well. It's still subjugated to tremendous violence, but the crashes don't occupy so much space and volume. It's a marvelous effect. You know, it's like very stripped back and effective as a backdrop for the razory vocals and bruising riffs. It's clear as day on the intro to Hippocampus. Not sure of the reason for the change, but it sounds like experimentation and not any type of corners cutting here.
I agree. It's a great record. The album does not disappoint. Riffs of the 2-barrel variety, grisly low end, full of subtle nuances that guitar and vocal man Manzawa always dials up, transforming a familiar sound into something spectacular, like the cascading voicings of Golgotha. I really like track 12, but it's a Japanese title, so I have no idea what it is. But it blasts away with freakish hardcore speed, vocals flowing like an Asian volcano. Chain of Wrath takes up the other side of the coin, staggering slowest into capsizing heaviness. Bursting out harmonized guitars to plug a bomb in everyone's ass before plunging headlong into the sordid muck again. See, an accept reference at no additional charge. See, there's even some cowbell thrown in there for good measure. So, yeah, and it was the Mountains of Madness was very, there's a very Lovecraftian bent to Mountains of Madness. So, a really great album. Their latest record is from 2020. It's just called GreenMachiNe. And it kind of follows the blueprint of Mountains of Madness. This self-titled disc again avoids lengthy epics in favor of shorter 3 to 4 minute songs. It's a stodgy brew of guitar and drum tones from the last record. They're all significantly upgraded, so you don't have that odd drum sound that Stacey talked about. His riffs are vaulting from the speakers, as lyrical as they are bombastic. Drummer Datsu's snare punctuations are exceedingly crisp. But don't get the wrong idea. This album delivers more cheap fuzz than an Old Navy sweater. Just listen to a warhead like It's Ruined, cowbell wax akin to sucker punches, giving way to an all-out thrash crescendo, or slow burners like Howl from the Ocean. Twin guitars weeping magnificently against Manzawa's leonine snarls. The vocals just seem to get scabbier and uglier song after song. So let's play some more Green Machine. This is Golgotha.